this cute 3D frog. He's made from a single piece of paper that's bent in half to give him the appearance that he's hopping on the lily pad. Get your stuff and let's get ready. Hey friends, take a look at the stuff I have in front of me on my table. I've got watercolor paints, green if you've got it, some neon oil pastels, any kind of crayon will work, any kind of pencil, colored pencils, any crayons you have, any colored markers, anything that adds color to your drawing will work. But today I'm using neon oil pastels, glue, scissors, pencil, and 2 pieces of paper. That's how we're getting started today. Take one of your 2 pieces of paper and fold it in half like a hot dog. That's the long, skinny way. Now one side has a fold on it. That's the side we're going to use to draw on. We're going to draw half of a frog. So start up in this top corner, double check. Is that the fold? And you're going to make a half of a football. Then you're going to make a letter J, and we're going to be making the frog's paw. So it looks a little bit like this. Follow the line down. Now we're going to make a belly. So this is going to be like a C laying on his side. And upside down, letter U. And over here, we're going to come in, turn around, and make the foot. It's a straight line and some webbed toes. Your froggy should look a little like that. Let me do that for you one more time. Half of a football, a letter J, 4 fingers, follow the line down, almost to the fold. A letter C on its side, a letter U that goes to the edge of the paper, another line in almost to the middle, turn it around into a regular letter U, add this foot, 2 letter V's, and you've got a half of a frog. Now you're going to need to keep it together and cut on your black line. Now I used a black marker when I was drawing, so what I'm actually going to do is flip my guy over. I'm going to fold him in half the other way so that black marker's on the bottom. And now is the fun part. I get to design my frog however I want to, but first there are a couple of parts I'm going to include. So you can draw with a pencil, you can draw with a crayon, whatever you're happiest with. But whatever I do on one side of the frog, I'm going to do on the other side. That's called symmetry, when we keep something the same on both sides. He needs some eyes. So I'm going to start with a slanted line on each side with half of a circle or a semicircle underneath. Those are his eyes. I might give a little bit of a pupil in there. And now I can do whatever kind of design I want on my frog. If you want to, you can look up a frog that's your favorite kind of frog and you can try to copy the designs, or you can just have fun with it and do whatever you want. Once you're happy with the amount of line designs you have on your frog, you can get your other piece of paper. Set this guy aside for a second. We're going to fold this piece of paper in half the long way again. So the long skinny side like a hot dog. Again, finding that folded side, we're going to use symmetry again. We're going to make a lily pad. At the top of the paper, you're going to start by drawing a curved line that goes the whole way from one edge to the other. Cut it out. And along the fold, and give it a little snip. And you can even fold this part up for a three-dimensional effect. I think that looks pretty neat. You can also add some line designs to show the curves in the leaves. And I like to add a little pizzazz. If I'm being honest, I just like these neon pastels. Now we're going to paint both the lily pad and the frog with a green watercolor wash. That's just a lot of water with a little bit of paint. If you don't have paint and you have markers, you can put some marker on here and take a paintbrush of clear water over it, or you can just color it with whatever you have. I'm going to allow both pieces to dry thoroughly before I start any folds. So make sure you set them aside. If your paper starts to curl, just put them under something heavy, like a book. I have these two that I made before. This is my lily pad. And if I bend this guy after he's nice and dry, he gives me a nice 3D effect hanging on that lily pad. Isn't he cute? I hope you had fun. Great to be with you. Bye.